from them haters. Threw up. Brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
158.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he hits his man, Matthews. Nobody in front, Rashard Matthews. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 41 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, check 26. Little 58 on it.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Try to go back to Matthews there. And now it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Hey, check 26. Hey, run. That's fine now.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And Adams has it complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Watch it now, Barney!
On second down, Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
3-19. Watch it now, Barney!
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Let's go! 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts them down in the minds of their opponents.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
58.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
That's fine. Yeah.
Rodgers now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Airing it out deep for Smith. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Going up top for Miller. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he's got some space here. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Now Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Latavius Murray, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 14-0. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit. Hot.
He'll drop to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll escape to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Rodgers now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
319! 319!
Rodgers now operating from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. The Packers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Rodgers from the gun. He'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. Well, sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Operating from the gun. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. 58. Hey, check 26.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we've come upon half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Patriot! Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And James has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And Lutz puts this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll go again to Jones, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Adams has it, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 40 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Watch him now, Barney!
He's going to get it running right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Over! Watch it now, Barney!
They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
That's it, baby!
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
So, hey, let's go, come on.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
319!
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's Rodgers on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Mike Daniels in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Back now here live in New Orleans. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. On the right side, this is Miller. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, where am I going?
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyler Davison in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
258.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he spins through. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, after those plays, the offense coordinator has to feel like he has balance in his favor. Threw it, then ran it, both for nice chunks of yardage. Now he feels like he's got things going in his direction, but the defensive coordinator, his guys are off balance a little bit. How does he set up, and what does he plan for in the next play? Is there a tendency there he can lock in on and maybe set his defensive call?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over, 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 over.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down right around the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Now Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now
Green,
whistles
39.
come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll run. This is Camaro. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Again, it's Camaro. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feeling.